Planning a wedding and don't know where to start? You're not alone. The journey towards the altar can often feel like a mammoth task, filled with countless decisions and details to keep track of. From selecting the perfect venue to managing the budget, curating the guest list, booking trustworthy vendors, choosing the wedding attire, and adding those final touches, it can all seem overwhelming. Fear not. This video provides a comprehensive wedding planning checklist to guide you through the process. First on the checklist is choosing your venue and setting a date. This is the foundation of your wedding planning. It might seem like a simple task, but it's more than just picking a pretty place. You need to consider the size of your guest list. Will the venue comfortably accommodate everyone? Is it accessible and convenient for your guests? Then, there's the question of budget. The cost of the venue can take up a large portion of your budget, so you need to make sure it's a cost you're comfortable with. And let's not forget the date. Your preferred date might not be available at your chosen venue, so it's important to be flexible and have a few potential dates in mind. The venue and date are not just logistical details, they're also about creating the right atmosphere and setting for your special day. Remember, the venue and date will set the tone for your entire wedding, so choose carefully. Next up, the wedding budget. Now, the thought of setting a budget may seem daunting, but it's a crucial step in the wedding planning process. Getting a handle on your budget early on will help to steer your decision-making and keep your planning on track. Let's break it down. Your budget will cover several key areas, including the venue, attire, food, and entertainment. Allocating funds to each of these areas effectively will help ensure that you have the resources you need for each aspect of your big day. For instance, the venue and food typically consume a large portion of your budget. But remember, it's not about spending the most, it's about making the most of what you have. Prioritize what's most important to you and allocate your funds accordingly. Keep in mind, sticking to your budget isn't about limiting your dreams. It's about realizing them in a way that's financially responsible. A well-planned budget will keep your wedding planning stress-free and organized. Now let's tackle the guest list. This can be a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, fitting together the pieces of budget, venue capacity, and of course, the people you want to share your special day with. First, consider your budget and venue. These two factors will largely determine the size of your guest list. Once you have a rough idea of how many people you can invite, you can start to fill in the pieces. Now onto the tricky bits. Dealing with plus ones and distant relatives can get complicated. A handy tip is to establish rules that apply to everyone. For example, only allow plus ones for guests who are in a long-term relationship. As for distant relatives, consider if you have a personal relationship with them. Remember, it's your day. Your guest list should reflect those who matter most to you and your partner. Make your choices with love and respect, and you can't go wrong. Moving on to the vendors, the magic makers, the ones who transform your vision into reality. They are a crucial part of any wedding, and their early selection can make a world of difference. Let's start with caterers. Food and drink are the heart of any celebration, and the caterer's role is to ensure everyone is well fed and happy. You'll want to sample their menu options, check their flexibility in accommodating dietary restrictions, and see if their style matches your desired wedding ambience. Next, the photographers and videographers. They are the ones who will capture the most precious moments of your big day. It's important to review their portfolio, understand their working style, and ensure they align with your aesthetic preferences. Then comes the florists. Their craft is pivotal in setting the mood and theme of your wedding. Whether you dream of a simple rustic atmosphere or an extravagant floral wonderland, a good florist will bring your vision to life. Last but not least, the entertainment. Whether it's a DJ, a band, or a quartet, they will set the tone for your celebration. Review their performance style and make sure it complements your wedding vibe. Remember, all these vendors should fit within your budget and align with your wedding theme. As you begin your research, don't be afraid to ask for recommendations, read reviews, and meet with potential vendors. Good vendors can make your wedding day seamless and unforgettable. And now, the exciting part. Choosing your wedding attire. This is where your personal style really gets to shine. Whether you're dreaming of a classic tuxedo or a flowing bridal gown, remember to start early. Ideally, you'll want to begin shopping around 9 months before the wedding. This allows ample time for fittings and any necessary alterations. But it's not just about the couple. The wedding party's attire plays a significant role too. Coordinating the look of your bridesmaids and groomsmen can bring a cohesive aesthetic to your wedding. This decision should ideally be made around 6 months prior to your special day. Remember, the goal is to find something that not only fits the theme of your wedding, but also makes you feel comfortable. After all, you'll be wearing it for the better part of the day. Your wedding attire should make you feel confident and beautiful on your big day. Finally, the final touches on your wedding planning checklist. It's the smaller details that bring the magic to your big day. They may seem minor, but they play a significant role in ensuring everything runs smoothly. Let's talk about invitations. An invitation is more than just a formal request for your loved ones to attend your wedding. It's the first glimpse they get of your wedding theme and style. So, make sure they are representative of the celebration you're planning. Next, the wedding cake. This sweet centerpiece is a tradition that dates back centuries. It's not just about the taste, but also about the design. The cake should complement your wedding theme and color palette. And remember, it's a focal point for photos, so make sure it's picture perfect. Now, let's consider transportation. How will you, your bridal party, and your guests get to and from the venue? If the ceremony and reception are in different locations, arranging transportation is crucial. Consider hiring a shuttle bus or a fleet of cars to ensure everyone arrives safely and on time. Accommodation is another important aspect, especially if you have guests coming from out of town. Reserve a block of hotel rooms close to the venue. This not only provides convenience for your guests, but also creates a sense of community, as everyone will be staying in the same place. A wedding rehearsal is an essential step in your wedding preparations. It's a chance for everyone involved in the ceremony to practice their roles, ensuring that everything runs smoothly on the big day. Finally, creating a day of timeline is crucial. This schedule outlines when each event will take place, from getting ready in the morning to the final dance of the evening. It helps keep everything on track and ensures that no detail is overlooked. The final touches ensure that your wedding day runs smoothly and is a day to remember. So, that's the comprehensive wedding planning checklist. We've navigated the challenges, selected the perfect venue and date, and set a realistic budget. We've built a guest list, chosen our vendors, and picked out the ideal wedding attire. And, of course, we've attended to those final touches that make the day truly yours. Each step is crucial, each decision meaningful. Remember, planning a wedding should be a joyful journey. With this checklist, you're well on your way to a stress-free wedding day.